Hello and greetings, madam. We are from Group 8 going to present a sociolinguistic analysis of language use in religion and education. Our group consists of 5 members, which is Aaron, Amma, Hazim, Ainu, and me, myself. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the presentation right away. So to begin with, we conducted a sociolinguistic investigation on language use in 2 local communities where we interviewed a ustad, a religious educator, and a vocational school teacher, focused on how they express sustainability-related values through politeness strategies like giving advice and respectful guidance. We observed how they adjusted their language based on audience and goals, used different tones, forms, and cultural expression. Key sociolinguistic concept applied here is code switching and politeness theory, and for ESG focus is social. So these are our objectives. First, to analyze the language strategies, speech patterns, or cultural expression on school teachers and religious figures. Second is to find 2 basic sociolinguistic concepts on school teachers and religious figure. And lastly, to find 1 ESG theme on school teachers and religious figure.
Saya baca hadis, contoh kelebihan baca Quran.
Based on my analysis, Ustaz Arif uses multilingual communication when he stated that he uses different languages such as Bahasa Melayu, Mandarin, Hokkien, Cantonese, and Iban to make sure his messages is delivered across ethnic groups. For example, he said that, contoh, kalau kelas kita kan ada berbagai jenis bangsa kan, ada bangsa Laos, ada bangsa Cina. Kalau Cina, kita gunakan bahasa Cina. Secondly, he uses cultural sensitivity. He is mindful in order not to offend any students by avoiding naming individuals when correcting mistakes publicly. For example, he said that, contohnya, dia melakukan kesalahan kecil. Kalau boleh, kita beritahu secara umum. Thirdly, he uses religious context where he incorporates Quran verses and hadith to inspire Islamic values to his students. For example, he said that, contoh, kelebihan baca Quran daripada hadis Nabi. Contohnya, baca 1 huruf kita boleh dapat 10 pahala. Lastly, he uses respectful and humble tone where he emphasizes humility when learning from elders regardless of their academic qualifications. For example, he said that, kalau kita berhadapan dengan tok guru tu, kita kena kosongkan minda kita. Seolah-olah kita tak tahu apa-apa, tidak memiliki apa-apa ilmu.
Perjalanan berdepannya pemuda ini. Kerana pemuda ini, boleh panggil harapan bangsa.
Multilingual and contextualized communication. Babbo used various forms of language based on who the target of dakwah is. He used the dialects, the national language, and also Arabics. Babbo said, dalam usaha menyampaikan dakwah, saya gunakan bahasa yang mudah difahami oleh masyarakat kampung, bahasa daerah ataupun bahasa kampung. Selain itu, kadang-kadang kita juga guna bahasa kebangsaan supaya lebih luas jangkauannya. The second one is cultural sensitivity in advice and correction. Babbo emphasizes the importance of advising with hikmah, wisdom, to avoid offending others. Babbo said, yang penting kita mulakan dengan ahli hikmah, iaitu kebijaksanaan. Dakwah perlu seperti seorang ibu menasihati seorang anak, penuh kelembutan dan penuh hikmah. The third one is integration of religious texts for moral education. Babbo connects moral values such as istiqamah, steadfastness, with Arabic terminology and Quranic references. Dalam Al-Quran, Allah sebut fastaqim kama umirta. Maksudnya istiqamah berasal daripada perkataan qama, iaitu berdiri. And the fourth one, respect for audience diversity, age and groups. Babbo takes into account presence of diverse of age group and adjust the length, intonation and context of his speech accordingly. Kalau ada kanak-kanak, kita guna ayat mudah dan pendek, ringkas dan padat supaya semua orang boleh faham. That's what Babbo said.
Murid dengan nada yang tenang lah. Tak nak nanti dia orang rasa tertekan lah.
Based on the interview, we can see several language features that used by Cikgu Azil. First, he uses simplification. Like in, okay, hari ni kita buat sending panel sebelah kiri. This helps students to understand the instructions easily. And then the second one, we can see the code switching, where he uses English term like primer and spray gun in Malay sentences, which is common in vocational settings to expose students to the technical vocabulary. And the third one is he also shows cultural expressions such as greeting with Assalamualaikum and reminding students to respect others. This reflects Islamic values and the importance of mutual respect. Lastly, Cikgu Azil use of politeness that stands out. He corrects students gently and then saying things like bahagian ni kena buat lebih baik. This calm tone helps in creating a safe and supporting learning environment.
Waalaikumsalam. My name is Encik Farid Shakirin bin Marzuki.
From this interview, one thing I noticed about Sir Faris is how he promotes sustainability in a really simple way. He says things like, let's be kind to Earth, or every small action counts. These phrases are short, easy to remember, and actually carry a strong message. By repeating them regularly, he gently encourages students to care about the environment without forcing the idea on them. Another notable thing about him is that he is how polite and encouraging he is. So instead of saying let's wrong, he says things like let's think about this again, or you're close, let's try another way. It may sound small, but it really helps students' feelings and keep them motivated. Next is contextual speech adjustment based on rules. Safaris knows how to change the way he speaks depending on who he's talking to. With students, he's more casual and expressive, but when he talks to parents or the principal, his tone becomes more formal and respectful. The last one is the code switching for clarity and comfort. He used both English and Malay when teaching, especially if he sees that students are struggling to understand. He said, I explain something in English first, then repeat it in Malay. This really helps students feel more comfortable and confident, especially those who might not be fluent in English.
Based on Mushkin 2011, code switching is a practice of alternating between two or more languages or language varieties within a single conversation, sentence, or discourse, depending on the context, topic, or audience. First example that we can relate is when Ustaz Arif said that, contoh, kalau kelas kita kan ada berbagai jenis bangsa. Kalau Chinese, saya gunakan bahasa Cina. Kalau umum, kita gunakan bahasa Melayu lah, bahasa Malaysia. So this shows that he sometimes switches bahasa Melayu to bahasa Cina to explain or to deliver his message to his student.
Example 2. Babo Najib said, bahasa Arab adanya bahasa Al-Fushaha dan bahasa Al-Amiyah. Babo juga datangkan contoh yang lain, iaitu kita menggunakan istilah Al-Hikmah dan Al-Mau'izatil Hasanah dalam menyampaikan nasihat.
Okay, the second basic sociolinguistic concept is politeness theory. Politeness theory explains how people use respectful and careful language to avoid offending others and maintain harmony in conversation. Just like this example one, based on the interview with Cikgu Azil, he said that bahagian ni kena buat lebih baik. Lepas tu kalau tak tahu, ikut cara yang cikgu ajar.
Part 2 is let's think about this again together. The use of let's invite share responsibility for problem solving. It minimizes the teacher's authority gap and boosts student confidence by positioning the teacher as a partner rather than a superior.
So for ESD, we choose social. Based on Gentile 2025, social is an element that addresses how a community group treats a different group of people and its social impact to the community. So one of the elements is promoting inclusivity with adaptive communication to ensure understanding between various ethnic groups, where this includes multilingual communication and the use of both formal and informal language. Second is to create a healthy and supportive social environment. This analysis shows the importance of being polite and open to cultural variation. And lastly, combining morality and belief for holistic well-being. This shows understanding that social well-being is not just about the communication, but also about having positive values and morals to create a healthy community. For conclusion, based on our interviews, both adjusted language based on the context and audience, where we can clearly see the use of politeness strategies and code switching here. Their language shows how local figures promote social responsibility by using speech that builds trust, authority, care, and respect. Overall, language plays a key role in shaping values and promoting sustainable communication.